All right. So, thinking it was probably gonna be a shorter one this week. We'll see. As for stuff happening, I mean, it's pretty much just holidays. I did. I think the New Year's channel is still up, but the Secret Odin channel and stuff like that. So I used to way back when I used to actually delete channels and then like if we were done with them, and just like copy the text on my computer or something like that. But what I do now is I just move them down to log and I just hide them from everybody. But I'm gonna keep the New Year's one there for a little while. Probably we'll see. I'll probably move it down there pretty soon. But if anyone ever needs like access to those or something or stuff like the Hero Thing and the Yarnrith channels, there's a Huskarl Moot channel, Storytime channel, all that stuff. It's all there. It's just hidden right now, so I can always give people access to them if they need that for anything. Um, Other than that, as far as what we've got coming up, I don't think anything too special. I know I hinted to a few people that I had sort of a special announcement or set of small announcements I was going to make about some, well, I won't say anything more than that, but good ones. And that should be coming up. I was kind of thinking it would happen around Yule. Hasn't happened yet, but stay tuned for that. I know that's super non-specific, but will be
So you
happening.
haven't forgotten about that. I wasn't sure if you had.
Assuming you're talking about what I assume you are talking about.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned it to a couple of people, and I'm just curious. I was curious if it had just gone unnoticed or something.
No, yeah, it just hasn't happened yet, but it definitely on the way.
Cool.
But yeah, I think we've just kind of been cruising along. I think continue to not really have any drama, which is pretty nice. Though I guess that's often more of like a summer thing anyway, for one reason or another.
What are
Yeah,
you,
I've been
age?
trying my best to start some, but it's just not happening.
Well, I'm glad for the not happening part anyway. Trying to think of what else. Let's check my document here. A few things I'm working on. This kind of stuff I talked about last week, but I'm still working on the Dippity Relic thing. That's kind of the thing I want to get done first. Is finish totally redoing that. From what I brought up, it sounds like I mean I felt like the changes I'm making are all really good ones, and it seems like everyone else likes them. So
Yes,
yeah.
thank Odin for that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's when I first came out with it, I think I probably rushed it or something like that. But anyway, it just came out. And I think in hindsight, it just wasn't really a good system. But I think that what this will do is make all the relics easier to achieve for people. I mean, this is gonna be hard, but like realistic to achieve, and you can just apply for them. There's not gonna be that weird system where it's kind of like you just kind of randomly get it, sort of, or something. And then yeah, kind of making it so there's a lot more flexibility in how you can get them. There's just like a few kind of minor differences between each relic. Like different relics offer more or less points for doing different things, but you can do almost anything and still earn some points towards getting a relic. So at least like it should give people the opportunity. Like I mean, me like I haven't done that much recruiting really historically. So let's say I wanted to get a relic, like but it forces me to recruit. Well, I just can't get that. So I decided that to make sure that even if you have certain things you like or you don't like doing or whatever, you can still get one. But yeah, I don't have a timeline when that will be done, but hopefully pretty soon. Other than that, I think Scribes Guild, we're still kind of working on some stuff. I think we're hoping to have a meeting after Fireside if that works. If we could attend. And other than that, let's see. I did one or two. I've been doing one or two like Uko Codex updates, like nothing big, but just like things that I think of, like the new Silding family coat of arms I added. One or two others.
What I wanted to bring up is because I was doing some deep digging the other day and some house dippy stuff, is that I noticed that the new house chart is not on the forums, or at least I couldn't find it. I could only find the old house chart, and the new one is arguably way better. So, I think that one should be up
Which new one?
there. Ricky made one like a couple months ago
Oh,
that
well,
was like had everybody up until that point. Like everybody.
yeah, I can put that on the forum somewhere, but that's not actually like the official one. Like, so for the official house charts, we just show like the current active members, but Ricky wanted to make one that just showed everyone that had ever been reported as recruited ever. So, I mean, it's cool. I'm happy to like put it up on the forum somewhere so it's easier to access, but we're still using for our official charts just like the ones that just have the active members basically.
Okay.
Although I need to update that one as well. I think I'll have to take a look at it, but that one's probably out of date by now too. 6 months or more or something was probably the last time I looked at it. But yeah, a couple Scribes Guild things. The one thing I really do want to get the codexes kind of rolling some more, and some of the warheads have been doing that more or less. And I think I know Ran, you were talking about how you want to get some scribes to come and help out with some of yours, so that's perfect. We could do that. So that'll be cool.
Very cool.
Other than that, yeah, it's. I'm trying to think what else. What will be the next thing I'll be working on? I'll probably just leave it at that. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we have to work on in the Scribes Guild. Kind of related to codexes is like in story slash lore character description, that kind of thing. We were trying to do. So that's kind of another thing. It's a lot to get done, but still got some stuff to work on when we get a chance. Other than that, that's kind of it for me. I don't know. Does anybody anything they want to bring up or announcements, events, questions, anything?
So for the Artificers Guild, we only like we don't have at least not that I can see, and I'm supposed to mean it. Like we have a job board, but we don't have like anything like just for us to talk in.
Over the
Like this,
Artisans Guild?
yeah,
Group message.
like we do for the Scribes Guild.
Yeah, well, so originally when it was made like with the art channel as the Artisans Guild home channel, and I can't remember exactly. Like it was kind of Volunder that sort of founded it, I guess. I don't know how still involved with it he is, but yeah, I can just make an actual Artisans Guild channel for sure.
Another
just
hidden
think that
channel
would
that you
be
need.
well, I just thought that would be useful, like for people maybe like if we have like works in progress, might want like don't want everybody to see them, but like you know maybe ask for feedback or input or uh, allocate jobs if we ever actually get jobs to do. um, you know, because I don't know, I thought it was useful because like in the Scribes Guild we're able to talk about like things that we're doing while we're doing them, as opposed to oh there it is, hooray. As opposed to just like hey here's a finished product, where do I put it? Because the art channel itself has like been allocated for like the whole group essentially.
Yeah, no, I think
And
it's a great idea. I think because that was the first guild that was made, and when that was made, we didn't really know what guilds were. I think that Valender was just like, I want to have something called the Artificers Guild, and we're like, okay, whatever that is. So that we made it, and they're just like in the art channel. So I think we made people who are in it like mods of the art channel or something. But now guilds are becoming this thing where it's sort of like a task force or something like that. So, but yeah, I just made the channel. It's pretty easy. So
thanks.
there you go. No problem.
Hey, Vest, got a question for you.
Sure. Awesome. What is
Sh- Are we finished with Yule technically?
So yes, although I think if I made an announcement correctly, or I remember my announcement correctly, it's kind of till January 15th. It's kind of a random day I threw out as far as like if people want to keep using like Snow WA names and all that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
I mean, I don't know, that seemed like a reasonable day to me because then it gives you plenty of time. I feel like by the time it's January 16th, you can't really be like, it's still Yule, come on.
Yeah, that's plenty festive.
Yeah.
Okay, I will be enforcing your decree on the 17th then.
Do we have? Go ahead.
Sorry, I just had a random. I thought, I mean, with the Snow WA tags, I guess if people want to have regular WA tags, there's really nothing wrong with that. I was thinking I could add that to the rulebook. That's okay. I mean, that would never be against the rules to have a WA tag in your name,
Yeah, I don't know. We can debate this later, but I'm thinking it's a good tradition, but maybe shouldn't be mandatory.
Oh no, I would never make it mandatory. I'm just saying if that's something people want to do, maybe some older members just think it's fun to still have the WA tag, and kind of wear it. In honor.
Okay,
I
you
mean,
said rule book. I wasn't sure where you're going with that.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, in the handbook, so there's also traditions, which are not things people have to do, and I like to add things there as like explanations for stuff, like, oh, you might see, a commander guy with a blood name. This is what that means, or stuff like
Would you
that.
like to know more? Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. I definitely think that's part of our tradition, big time. So I think that of all, it's like up there with salutes and stuff. You had to be on time. I mean, Lord knows I got 50 lashings from Dane way back in the day for not being on tanks, but we're not going to talk about that.
Your profile information to be correct. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Basically roll calls.
Well, yeah, I do. That just reminds me, handbook update is another thing I have to do. If I just get a solid chance, I should be able to just hammer out a decent amount of this stuff, and then at least get that done. So the new calendar has been kind of delayed as well, so another thing I have to do. Today is the last day of January that I listed on December calendar, so definitely last minute, but it will get put up. Alright. So got that written down. So anybody got anything else? Perhaps? I don't know, Rand, you were kind of the one running with the post Fireside talks. Did you know if anybody has one, or were you not sure if Fireside was going to happen?
Is he even there?
I'm thinking no.
Wait, what's going on?
Is there did you have a post Fireside talk arranged or anything?
No, sir.
Okay.
Nope. I will always let you guys know in the all thing if we will be having a lecture.
Okay.
But no, I didn't prepare one for this fireside. But I do have an idea for the next one, and that will be ready for the next fireside.
Cool.
Ooh, look forward to it.
Also, one question. So you said the Scribes Guild will be having a meeting after the fireside. Padamania is part of the scribes and part of the officers. So how long do you think that meeting will last?
Honestly, I would say 5-10 minutes at most.
Probably.
Okay. All right then. I'll just stick around. That's it.
Cool.
I would like to apologize for not hosting World of Warships last night. Very busy, hectic day. And then combine that with getting a new game. Kind of neglected that. I know Ricky was hitting me up, but If anyone's interested, hit me up because I'll play with you.
I'll wake him up and let you know, because he should
He
be
he
anyway.
wake him up because he owes me something anyway. So
Sleeping instead of the fireside.
tell him
I
tell
tried.
him tell him Koozy's come collecting. Okay.
Alright, I will. He's been sick, so it's fine.
I heard. That's
Put
fine.
him
Let him sleep. He
No,
needs
he's
a
been
rest.
napping for 3 hours. It's time.
Just 3? That's it. That's weak sauce.
Well, I guess it might be a fairly short one. I guess I'll just throw it out. Anybody has any final closing thoughts?
I just want to say everyone's been confusing me with Vestborger with this new microphone.
Really?
Yeah, the first person was Ormdora. I came and was like, "Yo," he's like, "Hey, Vest."
Well, Order doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a big yikes.
He
You
might
gotta
have
get-
been PUI, playing under the influence.
Best,
gotta-
you should be greatly insulted.
What?
Oh, you by-
Impersonating the emperor. Or, I mean, sorry, High King.
This is why you're not a part of the coup.
That's treason.
You can be
Uh,
my decoy.
That's a bad coup. I don't want to be part of that. You got to get that low growl going. TM.
All right, so I'll probably end Fireside with that, and then we'll move on to the Scribes Guild meeting and/or any other associated meetings anybody has. So yeah, thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks everybody watching live, watching the VOD. Oh, Starroll, I just saw your message. How late am I? I'm pretty sure you sent this like a couple minutes late, but I was a couple minutes late anyway because my computer crashed like 30 seconds before Fireside started or was supposed to start.
New computers
big deal.
crashing.
Yeah, it's because I got this. So AMD has all this extra software and drivers you can install, and a lot of it isn't required. And there's one of them called Wattman, and I don't know exactly what it does. It's something about power management, and I just keep forgetting to disable it, and it seems to be causing issues. It seems to crash my computer every once in a while. But anyway, yeah. So we will be back. See you guys next week.